Hello YouTube. Cranking but no start. This is Toyota Camry 2006 2007. This is the early 2006 one. If you look under 2006, you have the 3.3, right? But this is the first model of 2006 with the 3.5, the 2GR FE engine. Now, cranking no start. It could be no gas, no fuel, no air. Okay, I'm gonna put my ignition coil with the spark plug right here and touch the ground a little bit right there to see if it needs to create any spark. So at this point I know there's a spark, so I skip that. It's fire already. In case you find out that there's no spark, now in this new type vehicle, if no spark, likely will be your crank sensor. So that means this is half spark, then that means that your crank sensor is working and your electrical is no problem. On this one right here, I will disconnect this hose right here, and I will spray some part cleaner into it, or you can disconnect the one over here, that's fine, but I'm going to disconnect this right here. That's enough. So at this point here, the engine was running until the car is empty, right? So that means that it could be your fuel pump, it could be just the fuse or relay. Okay, now if you don't know for sure, then check the fuel pump relay, or if somebody you can go inside the car and put keys on to see if you can hear the fuel pump prime. And inside here I will see number 10A EFI, and also have a number 10 up here EFI, and number 15 here EFI. So I will check all those three. So your car may be in a different location, but on my car, this right here, and the fuse is not broken. I can see the wires inside, and this one doesn't broken either. Normally Toyota put their fuel pump under the seat. So if you come here to the seat, right around here, you can lift the seat and pop out. Go ahead right here. Sometimes it's hard, so you can push it hard, you know. And this one have both sides. You got one right here and one over there. Use a screwdriver to pry this out. And that should be popping up. Normally, just a glue, and easy. Disconnect this right here. There. Okay, on this you can use a plus screwdriver or a 8mm socket to take this out. Okay. And to disconnect this line here, there's a yellow pin right here. I will open this yellow pin here, because I can slide this out. I will find it later. So unplug that. If you want to make sure they have gas coming up, you can pry. Let's say that I put this in back in there, and I can pry a little bit to see that come up. So that means gas coming up. How come it doesn't start? So that's a good question right here. Okay, you can tell I flooded right here. That could be possible that not strong enough to get a start. Okay, so that's why it is not starting. I'm going to take this fuel pump out, try to see what's going on. What I'm going to do, I will try to disconnect this pump and try to do it manually, test it with the jumper wire to see if that will have any pump noise on it. Okay, let me run 12 volt to it. I use my old jumper to test this. Yeah, so it does have pressure, but the good question is maybe not strong enough. Okay, I got a 2007 here, is Avalon, and I taken down the fuel pump on the Avalon to put at the Camry to see if that will start, because I know that the fuel pump pretty decent, strong, but not 100% sure that is strong enough. So I'm going to swap the fuel pump to see if that will start. So let me plug this in to see if I can get it. That means that the fuel pump does work, but it's not strong enough to crank it. So I did a manual test, and you can hear the sound of the fuel pump is kicking, you know, but it does not have enough juice to start it. The reason I don't want to buy the fuel pump because I can hear the fuel pump kicking. So that's why I don't want to waste money on that. So I rather just doing a part swap and to test it. And I don't have the fuel gauge, the pressure gauge to do it. And on this car here, I don't see anywhere that I can connect it to. So that's why I'd rather do a part swap. And now, for sure, I'm confident enough that what fuel pump is bad. Okay? So now I'm going to buy a few pumps and fix the pump. Got a new pump. You want to know part number? That's the part number. Okay. I don't remember that pump was so expensive. You know, this pump is ridiculous. I remember I bought some pump like this. It's only cost about 50 bucks. But on this pump here, so expensive. Okay. Almost $200. So I'm going to disassemble this right here because I did not buy this whole unit thing. Okay. Pretty easy to take this apart. Just a clip. There, came out already. And I bought the strainer too. This is, I'm not sure if my camera can see this part number right here. Okay, that's for the strainer. About $8. This one's not too bad. And the strainer just snap in. Okay. make sure sit all the way, that's all. And I'm ready to slide this in. So it's only one way. Okay, if you put it wrong way, that doesn't fit the plug right here. So don't forget to put this one in. Okay, have a seat like that, and then with this on, okay, ready to put it back in there and to find out it's running like the other one. So on this cover here is only gonna go one way, okay, and it doesn't matter which way you put. There's only 2 pins right here that holding this cover, so very easy. Okay, on this you can do crisscross. I set this little tiny gun to very low torque, and I can use this impact here. Okay, to make sure it's secure. Go one more round. Don't over torque this, it will strip. Okay, let's fire it up. God dang it. Just a fuel pump, right? Alright. So now, even though you have a fuel pressure but not strong enough, and this kind of car need pressure to fire it up, okay? At the first I used the cart to start. I'm kind of like 50%, 60% sure the fuel pump already, but I'm not 100% sure because the fuel pump have pressure. So and I can't test the pressure, how many psi. So that's why I'm not confident. Now after I put the Avalon fuel pump in there, and then I 100% sure that the fuel pump. Okay, so hopefully you don't have this situation. Normally when fuel pump go out, they just stop working, you know. And this fuel pump here, you can't hear the prime. Like you put your keys on, you can't hear a prime or anything like that. But you put your keys on, it's, you know, squirt fuse out just like normal, you know. So alright, thank you for watching. Please help me subscribe. Bye bye now.